we are. And remember, I'm always going to have you go back on your knuckles, switch the leg that's in front. Why? Because for hip purposes and strength of leg, we usually have one leg that we lead with. And so this way, we're opening up both sides of the hip equally. So notice to our posture, right? Because it's at the end of the day, we're kind of tired. And so we can do this. See how I've hollowed out my torso? It's not what we want to do. What we want to do is you want to pick up your bum, pull the flesh away from your sits bones. You want to find those sits bones, dig it into your mat. You want to zip the belly up, pull it up, walk your hands up your chest, tap your sternum, the bony part of your breastplate. And I want you to move it kind of forward and up, like it has a light shining on it. The light doesn't shine forward, the light shines partially up. Now notice what your shoulders are going to do. In fact, let's do a couple of shoulder rolls with me. Your shoulder rolls are going to naturally slide down your back whenever you do that. Good. And breathe. And so if we just sat right here in this pose, this seated pose, I'm working. I don't know if you are, but I feel myself working. My abs are engaged. I'm opening my chest and I'm doing a slight back bend. So, I mean, there's just good stuff just right here. But let's begin with some breathing, reaching it up for him who is always reaching for us. Exhale, bringing him in. So just start to make the transition from a Monday, beautiful Monday, but a Monday nonetheless. If you had work today, just leave it. If you were at home today with little ones or loved ones, just know this is time for you. To make that transition in your body and in your mind, come into your practice. And with our next breath, we're going to inhale and reach up. And this time as we exhale, we're going to lower the left hand next to our body. We're going to soften our left elbow. I want you to reach up with your right hand and then over your left side of your body with your right arm. Good. Notice the tendency to drop the shoulder and round like this, but instead, see if you can stay open to the wall in front of you, reaching over that right ear and the right head. Good. Very active fingertips, not a flaccid hand, very much reaching. Breathe here. You can soften that left elbow. If you're able to even lay the forearm down, you can. I can't right now. Some days I can, but not today. And just breathe through this intense stretch, opening the right oblique. Thank you, honey. Inhale, let's bring it up. And as we exhale, let's switch sides. Right hand supports you. Left arm first reaches up and then it extends. And breathe. Notice the difference from one side to the next. Notice the tendency that you may want to hold your breath on one side. Don't. Keep the breath fluid. But do bend over to the side, reaching up and out with your left fingertips, very active, stretching this left side of the body. Inhale, we bring it up. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift up and interlace the fingers. Exhale, we push forward with open palms, round your back now. Inhale, get tall and long, open your chest, lift your eyes. Exhale, release. Well, that one was called Circle of Joy. That was from last week, I think. Inhale, we bring it up. Exhale, we push it out. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we release. Good. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, push. Inhale, it's up. And exhale, we release. Nice. Now I want you to move with the pace of your breath. So an inhale is going to find you lifting. And an exhale is going to find you pushing or drawing down. A few more just like this. Remember, it's not a contest, not a race. So don't worry about how quickly you do it. Just move with the rhythm of your breath. Try to kind of create a slower pace, slower way of being than you were during most of the day. This will be our last one. Inhale up, exhale out. Inhale up, exhale down. Very nice, guys. Let's lean it forward. And as we exhale, let's start to move clockwise. Pause at 6 o'clock, we're right here. Remember at 6 o'clock because that's where our back is leaning toward. 12 is in front of us. 3 is to your right and 9 is to your left. So you're going to move in a clockwise pattern, exhaling as you come forward to 12 and inhaling as you lower back to 6. Keep those sits bones on the mat. Hands can be on your knees, on your thighs, whatever's comfortable. This wants you to move. See if you can really let go. Sometimes closing our eyes makes us a little less inhibited with our movement, if that's comfortable for you. You're engaging your core, you're working your core here. And on your next breath cycle, we're just going to reverse. We're going to move counterclockwise, but we're still exhaling as we lean forward to 12, and we're still inhaling as we move back to 6. Still engaging the abs. Yeah. And we're still relaxing the head and the shoulders as we come forward. Very nice. A few more just like this. Very good. This is our last one. We'll come into a neutral spine, steady ourselves. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bring them down. Nice. Let's bring our feet in front of us. Hands underneath these knees. We're going to slowly take it down. We're going to work on some bridges. Now, you're not going to be able to see me in bridge because you're going to be laying down, but my words will get you there, okay? So as we exhale, engage your abs and slowly roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Good. Now, my head was kind of coming off my mat, so I'm scooting down a little bit. Make sure your head's comfortable. Let's bring your arms to your side, palms are face down. Your knees are hip distance apart. Your toes are pressing into the mat. So are your hands. Now slowly tilt your tailbone, tuck it under, lift up with your pelvis. Feel that in your quads, your hip flexors, and slowly bring your body up. This is bridge pose, and breathe. Long, fluid, deep breath. As you exhale, slowly lower your spine down and lift your arms, guys. Torso lowers, arm lifts. Good. Now we're going to reverse that. So your arms and your body are moving in opposite way. As your arms lower, you lift up the torso. Hey, Eddie, is there a speed on the music? It's a little faster. That song's a little faster than it normally is. Just wonder if there's like a speed. It's completely fine if it's not. All right, so you guys keep going. I'm going to watch you. Yeah. So you're lifting up. That's right. And then exhale, you lower the arms, and exhale, lower the body and lift the arms. That's it. Sorry. Yep. Inhale. Arms go down, torso up. That's it. That's it. Excellent. Keep going. And all I'm doing is coming around. I'm going to spot you. Just going to pull those knees together. I want you to pretend that you've got one of those little balls, and it's in between your thighs. And so as you lift, you're going to squeeze those thighs and come up. Good. And go up a little bit more and a little bit more. Yes. And breathe right there. And then exhale, lower down. Good. So you want to get to the top of your challenge point each time. That's it, Nancy. And bring it up. No, you were good. You were good. Legs open. Yep. Yep. Yes. So that's it. Just take your time. I'm just here to spot you. That's it. And now out. Yes, beautiful. Keep going. Good. Now, when you go up this next time, I want you to go up and I want you to hold it. So when you're ready, go up into your bridge and I want you to hold it. Hold the pose, not your breath. Hold the pose, not your breath. I know you're working hard. Lift your buttocks up even more. Push it up again. Pretend your belly button is attached to a string and God Himself is just above you and pulls your belly up. And as you exhale, slowly lower the body. Let out a sigh if you need to. Draw your knees to your chest. Hands underneath the knees, interlaced, and rock it side to side. Very good. Woo! Very nice, guys. All right, we're rocking side to side. And then we're going to bring ourselves back to center. Knees are bent above the torso. Let's lift our heads so we can see our bodies. Hands are underneath our knees. Extend your legs and lift your body up in boat pose. Beautiful. I know it requires a little bit, doesn't it? Exhale, lower your feet and roll back down. Inhale, extend those legs and lift yourself up in boat, Navasana. That's it, Nancy. Yes. Good, Kelly. Good, Sandy. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. We can breathe. We can do this. Breathe. Lower the feet down a little bit, knees bent just a little bit. Bring it back up. Oh, yeah. Let's do it again. Lower abs, an area that is notorious for getting a little weak on us. Down and up. Woo! Exhale down and inhale up. Good. Feet together, knees open, hands around the tops. Get long with your neck and with your chest. And exhale, fold. Very good. All right. Let's swing these legs around. Let's get ready for our first downward facing dog. Coming into all fours is a great prep for us. Fingers are spread out wide like a starfish, just like they are in downward dog. Neutral spine, inhale through our nose. Exhale, let's round it. Inhale, let's tilt the tailbone, open the chest. This is cow. Exhale, let's round into cat. Inhale, open to cow. And exhale, round. Woo! Inhale, open. All right, y'all, the music's picked up. We got to start moving, don't we? All right, our toes are already curled under. Let's lift our knees. Use your abs, use your abs, use your abs. Now go ahead and rock it all the way back. Draw your chest towards your thighs. Shake your head yes and no. Start to pedal your heels down as you say hello to your hamstrings. Oh, yeah. And breathe. That's it. Just breathe. Woo. Exhale. Lower those heels. That's it. Looking forward between the hands. Let's walk the feet here. And slowly, let's reverse. Swan dive all the way up. Good. Exhale, we swan dive. Hey, babe, I'm out of the frame. Sorry. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, let's step it back. Find a plank of choice. I'm going to come to full plank. Half plank may be for you today. Still plank. So we don't judge where our bodies are in the pose. We're just grateful we can do any of the poses, right? As we exhale, we lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. And inhale, we lift. Here's Cobra, no hands. I'm typically in Baby Cobra or Sphinx with the arms down. Open that chest and lift though, either way. That's it. Exhale, release. Let's curl those toes. Through the knees, up and back we rise. Good. Keep pumping those heels. Keep pumping those heels. That's it, guys. Looking forward between the hands. Let's lunge this right leg here. Let's lower this left knee. Let's come into our kneeling lunge. Woo. Very nice. Yes, kneeling lunge. Feeling that stretch in your left quad? Oh yeah, that's the one that's down. It's supporting us right now. Let's exhale. Bring this left arm under the left shoulder. Let's reach up with the right arm. Look at your right knee and try to close the gap between your chest and your right knee. Look up into those right fingers and wiggle them if you can. Now, on our next inhalation, reach up with your right hand, let go of the mat with your left hand, and come into our twist, a kneeling lunge that also has a twist to it. Right arm is reaching behind you, left arm is reaching in front of you, and you're breathing. Nice. Slowly we release this right arm and we lift it up. Excellent, guys. Exhale, we lower both hands on either side of the front right foot. We step it back to meet the left and we lower into our first extended child's pose. Forehead is on the mat and we can rock side to side, massaging it. Arms are extended and reaching. From here, we inhale into a kneeling, an all fours position. We curl our toes and we rise into downward facing dog yet again. Continue to pump those heels into the mat as much as you need to in order to awaken the back of the legs. That's completely fine. Nice. Inhale, let's glide into plank of choice. Exhale, let's lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. And inhale, let's open into Cobra, or like me, baby Cobra. This is just enough opening and lift for me. Want a little bit more? No hands for you. Hands underneath the shoulders before we push up and back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's look forward between the hands. Let's lunge our left foot here. Let's lower our right knee. Let's come into our kneeling lunge on this side. Excellent, guys. Just reach up. Feel that stretch in that right quad. Oh, yeah. Pull the body up. Send this pelvis tucked under. Push those hips forward and feel it go right down the hip flexor and into the quad. As we exhale, let's bend forward from the waist. Right hand goes under the right shoulder. Now, left arm can reach out to the side. Wiggle those fingertips. Look at them. Or you can take these left fingers all the way up toward heaven. And then look at your left knee. Try to close the gap between your chest and your left knee and breathe. Long, fluid, deep breath. Very nice, guys. Now, in our next inhalation, we're going to reach with the left arm for him who is always reaching for us as we release the earth with the right arm and come into our twisting lunge. Pull the belly in, reach behind you with that left arm, in front of you with the right arm, and you're looking at the wall in between the two. As we exhale, we lower this left arm. We bring it forward, square the hips up and forward. Nice. As we exhale, we lower the hands. Let's step the left foot back to meet the right, but this time lift up with the right leg. And let's go right into downward facing dog. Yep. Oh, and we breathe here. Pedal those heels out. That's it. Inhale, glide into plank of choice. Pause right here with me. Plank of choice. Knees can be down or up. Good. I want you working on those belly, on the abs. Fingers are wide open, just like in downward facing dog. Good. As we exhale, let's lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. Let's inhale up and lift. Ooh, it feels nice. Very good, very good. Tops of the feet are flat on this one. Yep. Point those toes toward the wall away from you. Good. See if you can't. Notice the tendency to bring the shoulders towards your ears. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. Scoop your head up and breathe right here. Nice. Yes. Exhale, bring it down. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Each time we get into downward facing dog, the hamstrings awaken a little bit more. I'm going to come around to spot you. Remember, Me coming around does not mean you're doing anything wrong at all. It means that the benefit of practicing with others is they can sometimes get you into a pose that you can't yourself. Good. So shake that head, yes and no. Get the spine nice and long, and those hips are tilted up. So you are in an upside down V position. Good. Yeah, it does that sometimes. Mine does the same thing. There you go. That's it, Kelly. Now I'm gonna lift your hips up. Good, that's it. That is it. Yes. Good, Sandy. I'm coming, Nancy. You guys look great. Good, and then relax that head a little bit more. Yep, yep. See, when you relax that head, you're able to bring that chest all the way in. Beautiful. All right, guys, glide into plank of choice. I know that wasn't easy. Glide into plank of choice. And exhale, lower through Chaturanga Dandasana and inhale. Let's just take a breather right here. The very first yoga workshop I ever did 6 years ago in LA was with Rodney Yee. And I kid you not, in the warm up, we did a downward facing dog for 15 minutes. Needless to say, I did not personally do a downward facing dog for 15 minutes, but the fact that it was even like on the table, I was like, what? And I was looking around and I was like, what's these people? Anywho, all right, let's bring this. And I still can't and don't even want to do one for 15 minutes. Oh, let's do extended child's pose, Utthita Balasana. Isn't it the best? Okay, I'm gonna milk this one for you guys today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come around and just like in downward facing dog, I'm gonna draw your hips back because I want this buttocks as low as possible. Perfect. You're reaching with the arms. I'm gonna massage that back, just kind of loosen it up. Then after I've done that, I'm gonna take the heel of my palm and my forearm, and I'm gonna glide up with one hand and glide down with the other, and I want you to feel the stretch in between the two. Extended child's pose, Utthita Balasana. Utthita means extended. So you can have Utthita in front of a lot of different poses. Just extend, that's it. Very nice, guys. Very good. Good. All right. Let's come up. Let's come into down dog. Let's look forward with the right hand, with the right foot. Lower the left knee. Find ourselves back in our kneeling lunge. So we're going to add on. All right. We're going to bring our hands to our heart as we exhale. You're going to look at your left elbow, kind of wiggle it. Take a look at your right knee. You're going to bring this left elbow on the outside of that right knee. It's very similar to the twist we did earlier. Bring it on the outside. Now watch. Once your hand elbow is hooked, bring your hands to your heart and bring that knee back over the ankle and breathe. Now you're looking at the wall to your right, or you're looking at your right elbow. Yes, it is a balance. You're exactly right. If you want to add balance even more, you can curl those left toes under and lift. I'm gonna stay right here. Let's open up the arms now. Right arm goes up, left arm goes down. Reach with that right arm and bring yourself up. This is familiar as well. And we breathe. Exhale, right arm lowers. Inhale, it's up. Now walk that right foot forward. I want you to push the hips forward. This time the knee's still right over the ankle, and I want you to reach up. Deep warrior. Exhale, release the hands, bring them behind you. Either move them toward each other as if they could touch with the ball in the middle, or actually interlace them, your choice. Open the chest. As you exhale, lead with the heart. This is kneeling warrior. We breathe right here. Nice. Exhale, let's release the hands. Bring them both on the inside of the right foot. Both hands on the inside of the right foot. Yep. Walk your right hand underneath. Bring it on the outside of the right foot. Yep. Now I want you just to push this hip forward. I want you to open up this right hip. Push it forward a little bit. So you've got your right hand. Let me walk you there one more time in case it was a little confusing for you. If you're working it, just stay where you are. If not, follow my eyes. So here we were. We had both hands on the inside of the right foot. We picked the right hand up. We lowered through with the elbow first. Then we brought that right hand on the outside of the right foot. Then I want you just to move this right hip forward and back. Yep. Woo. Oh, yeah. Nice, guys. Now I want us to bring that right hand back around in front of the foot. Lunge back. Extend this left knee. Keep the hips up. Flex the right foot and bring it forward. Nice. Hamstring stretch now. Yep. That's okay. No, you're doing great. You can soften that knee. Yeah. You also can rest it on the shin so you don't feel like you're having to do it. Yeah. And we breathe. That's it, guys. Excellent, excellent. Let's release it back. Both hands down. Utthita Balasana, extended child's pose. Close your eyes. Open those hips. Rock it side to side as if I was doing it for you like I did earlier. And just breathe. Inhale, we bring it up. Lift with our eyes. Let's lunge this left foot forward. Kneeling lunge. And just reset the lower body before we add any arms. Just reset. Feel it. Inhale, we bring it up. Exhale, hands to our hearts. Inhale, we get tall and long. Exhale, right elbow hooks on the outside of that left knee. Now bring your hands to your heart. That's it. Pull your belly in and let it slide across your thigh. You're looking at the wall to your left, or you're looking up and over your left elbow. And we breathe right here. That's right. And when we fall, we come right back. That's exactly what we do. I see. I'm over here watching myself wobble on the screen, so I feel you. Now let's release the arms. Right arm lowers, left arm reaches for heaven. And on our next inhalation, let that left arm bring us up. Ah, this one's familiar. That's it. And we breathe. Opening that chest. Exhale, let that left arm lower down and then go upward and forward. Now walk that left foot forward a little bit. Keep that left knee over the ankle. Widen, really press those hips forward and breathe. As we exhale, those arms behind us. We either move those hands toward each other or we actually interlace them, our choice. We open our hearts and our chests, literally and figuratively, and we slowly bow toward the cross. Long, fluid, deep breath. We release the hands one at a time and we bring them on the inside of the left foot. So here we are. Let's all look at each other. Yep. Okay. So go ahead and just start to move this left knee a little bit. You may need a little bit more opening. You may need to walk this right knee back, left knee forward. Just create a little bit of space that you can even move the hip even without us moving our hand. Okay. Let's steady ourselves. Pick that left hand up. Start with your elbow. Take the elbow under the left knee. Good. Now reach with the left hand on the outside of that left foot. Start to move the hip forward and back a little bit. Start to notice if you're more open on one side than the other. And you're breathing here. Good. It's getting deep. Get into the psoas, the piriformis. They're really hard muscles to stretch. They're just not easily accessible, but this one does it. The back and forth, even circles if you like. Good, let's bring ourselves back to neutral. Release the left hand. Bring it on the outside, going forward around the front of the left foot. Draw the hips back, but keep them lifted. Flex the left toes. Keep your hands on the mat. You don't have to touch your toes. Just keep your hands on the mat. Flex that left foot and move the chest toward the toes. Yeah. And just see how that feels. Woo, stretching this left hamstring. Man, oh man. Breathing. Long, fluid, deep breath in. Excellent, guys. Let's lower that left foot. So I want you to walk around the right edge of your mat. Lift up with that right foot. We're coming into a right straddle split. Lower that head. Lower the forearms. And just breathe. Long, fluid, deep breath. Hands are spread apart. Bend the right knee and extend that left inner thigh. Woo. Now let's take it over to the left side. Bend that left knee. Toes are pointed toward the wall to your right, by the way. It's the wall in front of you now, but it's the right side of your mat. And feel the right inner thigh stretch. Good. Take it side to side. You can lift your head above your heart if you'd like, or you can keep it down. Just want you to really continue to open up these hips, these tight inner thighs, psoas, piriformis. A few more. Nice. Very good. One more on each side. Then we're going to walk it around to the front edge of our mat. Lower that right knee. Lower that right bottom. We're going to bring it down. Good. Woo! Some deep stretching. Are we all? We're all so tight in here, and that causes a lot of back pain. Hips and back. Yep. All right, guys. Dare I say your favorite pose? Shavasana. Here we go. Shavasana. Shavasana. There probably is a Balasana, but there's a lot. Yes, Shavasana. Eddie, do you mind if I ask you to dim our lights, honey, and turn our music down just a tad? What would we do with that, Eddie? Thank you, baby. Oh, take it all the way down. Arms are to your side, palms are lifted. In fact, let me show you some options for your lower body. And again, I know you can't see me, but my words will take you there. So you just laid back, your feet are still touching the mat, your knees are still bent. So if you want to take care of a low back, for example, you could walk your feet out toward the outer edge of your mat and allow your knees to fold inward. That's going to feel real good to your low back, and there is no air pocket underneath that low back. It's gently pushed into the mat. Now, if you want to take care of your hips, if you want to open up your hips a little bit more, you'll do the opposite. So you start off by opening the knees, walk your feet toward each other while you keep your knees out, and then lower the knees. That's a lying butterfly position. Make sure that low back is connected to your mat. So you're going to pick any of those. And then remember, traditional Shavasana is an extension of one leg and then the other, coming into a completely relaxed position. Now I'm going to come around and gently massage some scented oil into your temples. As always, you can let me know that you'd rather me not. But just closing your eyes, just absorbing the work that your mind has done, that your body has done. And taking a moment to lift up just a personal prayer of praise and thanksgiving for all God has done and for all he is doing. Thanking him for these bodies that, as stiff as they may be at times, and as much as they may not do exactly what we'd like, we are here with them nonetheless. They got us up this morning, they'll lay us down tonight. May we be ever so grateful for the health that we have. Lord, remind us that everything that we want resides in you. Life, health, acceptance, love, forgiveness, purpose, promise. So when we lack any of those things, Lord, we often will look outside of ourselves and outside of you for them. At the end of the day, remind us that you are our creator. There's nothing that will fulfill us like you do, because we simply weren't created to be filled by anything but you. Thank you for laughter. Thank you for quiet moments. Thank you for opportunities to reflect on how big you are and how small we are. May that remind us that whatever we're going through, Father, you're bigger than it is. We slowly wiggle our fingers and our toes, bringing awareness back into our bodies. Slowly, we draw one knee at a time to our chest. Slowly, we rock side to side, massaging our back. We steady ourselves to neutral, and then slowly we allow our knees to fall to one side of our bodies. So we move into pose of the unborn child with them, fetal position. Taking our arms and knees in the same direction. That's it. Father, this pose and Utthita Balasana, extended child's pose, remind us that we are just that. We are your children, children of the Most High God. Even though we're all adults with adult responsibilities, sometimes we just need to know that our Father is there. Remind us that we can come to you at any time and curl up into your lap. And we can just be your child. Slowly, we extend our top leg. You're going to press it into the floor. Slowly, you're going to press your top hand also into the floor, and that leg and that arm are going to help you lift up. Yep. You're going to come into a seated position. And this time you can bring your favorite leg in front. As we inhale, we sweep those arms wide. And as we exhale, we lower them slowly past our head and our brain and our ego and our rationale. And instead, we hold them steady at our heart center because it is here, interestingly, that God desires to dwell via his Holy Spirit. May it be so. We ask these things in the holy and matchless name of Jesus, the Christ, the Anointed One, the Redeemer of the human race, whose very name means God saves. Amen. Thank you all. Take your time. We're in no hurry.